Yeah, man, my up, man. Yeah, man, my up, man. Up, 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 up. They are busy, but say, we still have to come talk and we say some things. Yeah, man, we are, say, man. Keep it real lonesome. All right, so Mr. Streck 5 run out now again. You notice me use the word again because she want to play upon, Jamaican people, mind and conscience, like, and take a feed that. So them run out with, she run out this time as a shall seek death penalty. But most people this time, if you look on some comment, most people this time not buying to what she has saying. Them not just jump up and say this and that. They want to know what take place and they want to know all kind of little things. But them have a way for deflect things. Distraction. See? And nobody know that. We have to nobody know a distraction today. So I look back on Streck 5 and some other case in 2019 and what she said about death penalty. Can the first message I seek death penalty. You ain't gonna away. Not gonna away. So I look back on her case. And then I look on because it's like she get a bid to do some job where she do or something. Change Streck 5. See? Keep it real because it's a gruesome killing. I remember every murder. Every killing a killing. Every man will lose his life, lost his life. Every woman, every child. Same every killing. But we not allow Streck 5 to play power head because I hear what she say about some other murder where she say the same thing. And then more look on the Kevin Smith thing or she do her thing and why them keep her around or what she do. She feels that she can't just go around people. Now make she go around nobody boy. Man. So let me just start from let me start from the streck with this. Let me start from this. Let me hear what she say right I say, Yeah, let me hear what Streck I say so.
The prosecution is seeking the death penalty against Rasheen Barnett following the gruesome killing of a mother and her 4 children in Cocoa Peace, Clarendon. Barnett wore a look of surprise and contemplation as he read the notice served to him in court. The last time someone was sentenced to death was in 1988, 34 years ago. In a statement issued Tuesday afternoon, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution explained what led to the decision. The provisions of Section 3.1 of the Offences Against the Person Act states that every person who falls within Section 3.1a shall be sentenced to imprisonment for life or to death. The provisions under Section 3.1a include persons who are convicted for multiple murders which arise out of the same incident. When asked if he had anything to say, the 23-year-old brought up his ill treatment while in custody. He says he's being constantly threatened and beaten by officers and is seeking medical attention. He said to the presiding judge, "Me no know if I the crime me commit, a beer chat them a chat me, licking a head back, them a tell me how them we lick me with baton and them something there." As he was being transported out of the court, Barnett was met with animosity by citizens who jeered as he passed. Barnett is charged with the murder of 31-year-old Kimisha Wright, Kimanda Smith, who was 15 years old, 10-year-old Shara Lee Smith, Rafaela Smith, who was 5, and Kishawn Henry, 23 months old. It was explained that after Barnett inflicted wounds on the 5 deceased, he deposited the murder weapon and other items some distance away from the premises. The prosecution indicated that the knife and those items have been retrieved. Barnett will reappear in court on Friday, July 22. Between now and then, legal representation will be settled for him as well as a psychiatric evaluation done. I'm Janelle Powell for CVM Live.
Should I do the psychiatric evaluation? Because I must say, I don't know if them a kid and them a lick me in my head and threaten to lick me in my head. That sound like a man we chat right name sense. And some people that say, no man, no madman, no man, boy a general man. Get this and that and that and that. But certain approach, we don't make certain approach, because certain approach can go in our head and we're smarter than that. You see me I say? Yeah. So, but another first, them try to deflect. Someone know who keep your hand. Right, Streck? Want to know who keep your hand. Because when she see the public get up about something, then she run in, she look favor with the public. Can't favor with we are sending you home. We are sending you home. I could go back some things. So this is my first case. 2022, you say because you don't say you make 5 man You seek the death penalty, but we never hear nothing about that again either. Let me just remind you. It's a 2019 streck. Where I say HD, 2019. See? Watch this. Look at them, right? So this now 2019. Cause we not do thing the one day, you know. DPP seeking death penalty for alleged gang members accused of beheading mother, daughter in St. Catherine. Okay. So it's that thing where Paula Love went out with. Okay, Director of Public Prosecution, Paula Llewellyn, has said she will be seeking the death penalty at the trial of 5 members of the Clansman gang accused of beheading a woman and her daughter 8 years ago in St. Catherine. Okay. The trial is set to commence on Wednesday. Is that the same trial when we say everybody walk out left now? Decide? Yeah, 2019. Okay. A death penalty she want. Death penalty. And yes, still I'm sure I know evidence case where the crown come, but them that seek death penalty. You know? So them should have seek death penalty of a Clansman gang, right? 2019. Because them what them doing is try to deflect from reality, you know. But not come at that because the same crown come back and come to the first 4 man, I think, the first 4 or 5 person. Them say them have now. Them have to withdraw something because them pushing at the judge, you know. At the crown. So when I have no evidence, you know, when I have nothing against them, so I have to let them go, you know. See? And then we have spent much millions, hundreds of millions in a them office here. All right. So may I watch them, you know? May I watch them? So when I see who keep your hand, because if you go home and you have people, you know, can't do the job. Good, nice people could have do the job, but them better keep on streck 5. So let me see what going on to streck 5. Yeah.
Welcome back to Primetime News and a special welcome once again to our viewers on onespotmedia.com.
Okay.
Up first this evening, despite objections from the opposition leader Dr. Peter Phillips, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has recommended a 3-year extension for the Director of Public Prosecutions DPP Paula Llewellyn. The Prime Minister says the DPP has done a fairly good job and has described arguments from the opposition as curious and unfortunate. Andrea Chisholm reports.
News came on Tuesday that opposition leader Dr. Peter Phillips.
You see this that itch. Let me try to take them off. Hold on, let me just try to take them off and put them on back the way. Let me see it kind of itch. Let me do something here, sir. Don't move. Let me do something here, sir. Hold on there, yeah? Can I see that itch? I'm going to do it like this. Hold on there. Nah, change the move. That's one. Let me see if I can take off some of them, and then me put it on back. I'm not like how that itch, you know. So, okay. So, she had done a fairly good job. That Prime Minister,
the Prime Minister says the DPP has done a fairly good job and has described arguments from the opposition as curious and unfortunate. Andrea Chisholm reports.
She had done a fairly good job.
News came on Tuesday that opposition leader Dr. Peter Phillips did not want the tenure of DPP Paula Llewellyn to be extended. In his words, "I have the most strenuous objection." According to the Gleaner newspaper, that quote came from a section of a letter written by Dr. Phillips to the Governor General. The opposition leader also indicated in the letter that for the past 12 years, the office of the DPP has a poor track record in the prosecution of corruption cases. Mrs. Llewellyn was appointed in 2008.
It is unfortunate that this matter has reached into the public domain. It does add various levels of complications to the appointment. Having said that, and having reviewed and consulted, I have made a recommendation to His Excellency the Governor General for the extension of the service of the DPP for 3 years.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness added that Mrs. Llewellyn has strengthened the office of the DPP.
It was important to ensure that the office had enough time to prepare for transition and management And I believe that the present DPP has done excellent work. Just looking at it from a public good point of view, I don't believe that any harm has been done. And I think that the expression of confidence in the work of the DPP will ensure that the public continues to be well served.
Under the Constitution, a DPP cannot serve after age 60 unless their tenure is extended, but it should not last for more than 5 years. Mrs. Llewellyn turns 60 in September. The Governor-General may extend the period before the DPP turns 60, acting on the recommendation of the Prime Minister after consultation with the Leader of the Opposition. In the meantime, Mr. Holness made reference to other controversial points about the office of the DPP.
The issue raised by the Leader of the Opposition, which I found to be a very curious concern, that the DPP, that an incoming administration should not be in any way tied to the existing DPP. I wasn't convinced by that argument, which I found to actually undermine the Constitution and the authority of the office. And I've found that to be an unfortunate statement which was raised in the public domain.
Andrew.
In the public domain. So him keep on the DPP. That's why you find out, say, enough people, if you get charged, them don't get charged. That's why you find out, say, when the guy say, about COVID time, that means it's time to get charged. That's why you find out, say, Patrick Bailey not going away. That's why you find out, say, you see the ulterior motive. Eh? What she do now is distraction. Because, me go play back, when them say the young man, she bring up that now for people because she see people attack. It's how she love jump out and talk, you know. She jump out and talk for please, and she a shield politician. That woman have to go home. That woman have to go home. Me not listen to her, you know. Because when she talk like this, what me do, me fling out back something like this to her. Watch this now. Kevin have nothing but politician. The other day, don't? Remember, you know? Him get harder, you have some people because them are respond. Because a man tell me, so go kill a man this, and me know say, hey, me not follow your order. So him not church and him feel say, my God, and him go and want some people follow the order. You do a crime, because them say you're the mastermind. You do the crime in your church or in a mobile. Them have era one, them have everything down there. But you still, the police in charge never even know say them are move him. But I tell you why she move him. So it was a plot between them and people in the government and who, because he must say fear and I say them are going to want to kill him. Now you see it? Them send people and set up and mash him up. You understand? Look here. Remember that's remind you know. Look on this.
Pastors move in interest of justice. Wouldn't get.
Remember, you know, he moved, but she said in the interest of justice. That's why they move him. We don't talk to even the head police and nobody from down there. So they send who shall send for and things. Then they charge him. So, in other words, if you move him never charge. You can't say him was a man of this and that. And look what you do after. After you kill him, then you charge him. And then more say the police run out with them foolishness. Then you charge him or lay some charge on a dead man. No make no sense. After you kill him. After them kill him. Then she come out. She make a statement to mash up my head. That's why you see me turn a spotlight on her all the time. She started saying they get shot 6 months in Canada. And I tell you when charge her. Canada and Jamaica are 2 different countries, 2 different states. We are dealing with Jamaica business. See? So when she tell him charge, a matter of fact, and him hold the man and push the knife, he might give the order, and man, they should have sense too. You understand? You should have sense. You see me I say? Watch this. Watch this.
Fair trial in Mobile, DPP says. Wouldn't get fair trial in Mobile? Fair trial? You're right. Love play on people conscience, you know. You take Jamaican people for that, you know. This a thing here, you know. Kingston, Jamaica, Director of Public Prosecution, Paula Llewellyn, said court pastor Kevin Smith was being transported to Kingston today in the interest of justice.
In the interest of justice or in the interest of covering up Where him know with dirty thinking politician and for the big boy of them. When they say we not kill him. And not even they talk about hanging, them execute him. I get all juke, man. Cause like we might stop away them for them and then they make the white truck. I know we don't know who drive the white truck all over arcs. That's why I not listen to them. When them run out it insipid, I have to just burn them out same time. Cause I not take no cup of tea with them. None at all. Do you understand? This is what them do. This is what them do. Because when they hear the people in my bar say, yeah, Kevin this and that, remember, him sit down on the pulpit and him tell them to do this. And you know, you have some people, him himself, or some other people, him work for the whole of them. The whole of them, they do on him. But what him know, and if him come talk and you have him in a jail and him up in his mouth now, it might have drawn down a lot of people. So them plan and get rid of him. You see me I say? You get rid of him. You know, him go through no court and say, I could give him a day of court. Number one, him never even charge when you move him. And by the way, if you do a crime in a parish, you forget charge in a parish. You don't even make them lay a charge against him. So he was a man where you just have him like a suspect. Because you charge him and say, okay, you get the order still, you know. Although you use the knife, so what I charge is that you get the order. Although the man they do the killing and the man they do the and the woman did the police woman they fire the shot. You know, you're nothing else about the case, you know? Nothing. Them sacrifice police life. And then when the police go crash, them not talk. You say, oh, me not remember nothing. Because them get warning. See? She say she sent for him, you know. Oh, you are sent for somebody and the commander will have the man don't even know say him move. The liar and know. That's his government conspiracy. And yeah, conspire to get rid of the man. You understand? Yeah, man.
Don't nobody know, you know. But she did know. Smithton Police Constable Alanda Ryans of Montego Bay a fugitive operation team were killed in an accident along the Bagwalk bypass. Two other policemen traveling with them in the unmarked unit have been hospitalized. Even though the alleged crime for which Smith and his co-accused are being held occur in Montego Bay, St. James. Lewellyn told the
so occur in Montego Bay. Them have everybody down there could have charged him and the thing. And she now run out. You understand? She run out and say, oh, he won't get a fair trial. Charge him and then if anything, you transfer the case. But don't tell me, she tell me everything. Oh, you might have picked the people them for mess up, then tell me something. Jamaica small. And we shall say full of shit. So if we see Kevin and we are say, hey, he's a cold pastor this. So even if you did come at Kingston, and you get some jury from Kingston, and I like, if them know him or not, some might not know with him. Some people might want to hear him out. And I say, yeah, but still, I forgot to send them a prison, but want to hear him out. You want some deal. That them never want. Kind of like, yeah, come at town and people are say, all right, we just send him, but we don't want to hear him out, like people are idiot. So make it small. See? So she thought like, if I'm Moby him there, everybody will sympathize with him and Moby. No. You don't want to get rid of him. You understand? Yeah.
paper that the pastor might not get a fair trial in the second city. Might, just watch the word, might not get a fair trial.
So she don't know. She said might not. She not say the pastor won't get a fair trial. He might not get a fair trial. So if he might not, then why you move him in the first place? And then them just send him in an armored vehicle or something in a police van and thing will lock up in them use a little soft car, a little old one with them know so them use a white van and run him and mash it up. See? Who in the plot? That's why Andrew say him keep her around because she don't feel a good job. And then you find out say she really them know if you do feel a good job for him. Eh? Jamaica run under dictatorship. It don't go show you more. It show you more. Okay? Alright, watch this.
Might not.
Might not.
That may mean the moon get a fair trial. Yeah? But them want this trial evidence, right?
I could say in addition, alright? So might not get a fair trial. Might not. Do that one.
Trial is fairness to all parties. Oh, so she talk about fairness herself. In the case, part of the allegation would be that this was a gentleman of great influence to his church. The potential witness or person who belonged to his church, the allegation would have excited and provoked the passion.
So the same potential witness we she talk about. Let me show you she chat about bag of nonsense, right? If you came at home and the same potential witness, now who name church, and if them love him and them no want to get statement against him, who are you gonna get statement against him? Are you gonna turn the witness against him? So if them with him, them are with him, not care where you care them, could I care them out to sea and try him and them say I'm a pastor, this is my God. You can't get that out of them. Remember, you can't take somebody outside when a witness nothing. You see me I say? So now care what you talk about the potential witness. That is crap. Throw it under the bus. Got the whole of them would not church. Who with him or who not with him and you have the witness them. Them same on that talk. See? Them never charge a man. Was a free man there, so you not charge him. You just hold him like a suspect for something, but no charge on later. Never have no charge against him. People not carry him a town like that. With police carrying him, you have to lay a charge against him. So you carry him as a prisoner. See? All right. Let me hear this.
Of a lot of members of the public within the St. James area and wider community, Lewellyn said. Potential jurors to try the case against him would have been drawn from the same community. So these potential jurors would either have been person who would have either already been prejudiced against him or for him.
So if you come at town, that's the same thing. You have people prejudiced against him and some for him same way. Jamaica small. Where she say no, you not carrying a teen island. You can't carry water. Could have stay same place. Them kill that man because of him that come out from talk. And him that comes to some things to the people, hey, we must sit down and make that woman. Our man should have go home long time. But Andrew keep out for one purpose. Well, we not go on the fair trial and nothing. You know what's starting out the trial put off, you know. I must say next year and the next 2 years before you hear film trial mentioning. So they might keep it off as long as we're there, you're not getting a trial them. Eh? That's what you're going. Yeah.
Prejudice against the potential witness or for the potential witness. She said, given the nature of the allegation, which seems to have shocked the public, consideration of the interests of the justice not only has to look at the process, the causes, the victim and the witnesses, but also how quickly the matter would have been able to move through the court system.
How quickly? So, she goes to say something again about me again. How quickly the matter move through the court system in a town? We have real reader and no matter now move to the court system. We have enough more case can point out, move. I know Patrick Bain and I get charged. And you not charge Warminton, because you see the tape, you not charge Green, them talk some foolishness, and you continue with that foolishness but nobody get charged. This bad. Yeah, man.
Find everything for say, right? We would have been getting information from the police about what they would have been seeing on the ground, such as fear factor and intimidation of potential witness. We have been getting that information.
Yeah, okay. So all the police never get that, but you getting that in the intimidation of potential witness, and them go to church, and if them love the man and take him for God, who are intimidate them? The woman dead, I think the man will take out the tube dead, and the rest water and water. This is how them lie. You understand? Potential witness. Potential witness. From the congregation, you know? So who with the man that right with the man anywhere at all, and who no with him, no with him. Now we know in them church. Them take the money, them go and take the money. But this a fear scheme is here to just come out. And that's why I say deflection shadow. You understand? She just wants somebody to come call her name and say yes. And then you know look pan what go on and everything what go on in Jamaica. Yeah man, him to get him neck pop, kill him, go back. If him did the road, people maybe that give him jungle justice same way. So when you come and talk about boom bam bam, I'm in a prison, they say them a beat him in prison police and thing, yeah. He made no good away there. And he said, all them I say them me kill, them beat me, them threaten me, them this. And for your him attack him need of evaluation. We want to get in their mind. See? One good thing when I want to put that for mind appear death, you know. So somebody kill somebody for we have to do revenge. Because when I put our mind and one of the state, we're not full of shit. All right. Good.
On the ground, so all that ties into our assessment of whether the accused could really get a fair trial in St. James or whether the witness or the victims would have been able to participate in trial.
So the victim dead. The one them would him give the order, them alive. And keep the woman, the youth to bust her throat. Him alive. So the victim that participate where in the burial. And the other victim where the police shot him and a victim, him a part of them who go deal with them thing. So this how she come up, that's why them keep she. So me see fear thing long time. That's what we say when we're gonna do reporting with the journalism, you know. See? Look here amount now. This it name deflection to the core. Remember, you know, the man dead. I'm gonna kill the man. But want to know how the man dead, who drive the white van, then put at the station, me show it. I know we know you nobody turn up in a hospital, not at all. But it liquid right. All the van leaking at that aside there, it's impossible. It's a setup. Because I like we drive from the left hand of Jamaica. And I like the van take it from the left hand. I'm on the right hand side, you know. So I'm not the road, but yes, still the van that come and it dead him and lick off and bust off the back wheel where him sit down. Ram it in the back, in the front, you know, just look on the vehicle. In the part where him sit down, it just cave it in and jam it. Yeah? You see me I say? Not even funeral or nothing. But here when she say about the man. Here when she say about the man. That's why I'm not take nothing from she, you know. When she run out, deflection from where I go on. Some people come up with conversation. Yeah, man, hang him. I want to know what in him head. I want to know every little things. I don't want for them talking, you know, really bother me, you know. You understand? Yeah, you know, connect to me. One good thing what me do, when they come with them, they could talk and me just show you the dirtiness of them. You understand? Here I know with Kevin. Just listen this. Listen here.
I have indicated to me that they have confirmed that Mr. Kevin Smith or Pastor Kevin Smith had been convicted on the 5th of November 2007.
What this have to do with we people? After them killing, she sent for him. She said she move him out. That means that she sent for him by the orders of who? Because the police step on the ground never even know this. At first, we ever see this. You know, charge a man. It's like a free man you transport like him a prisoner. See? Him can get charged, you know. You know, lay the charge and say, okay, make we do this. You transport him like him a prisoner. You know? See? But you see him not have no charge or nothing. See? The man tell about fear. Who send it? Yeah. Listen this.
The police have indicated to me that they have confirmed that Mr. Kevin Smith or Pastor Kevin Smith had been convicted on the 5th of November 2007 of one count of sexual assault of a male victim, and that he served 6 months in prison, and there was also a 2 years discretionary probationary period.
No, she gone upon something else. They just kill a man. You just kill him. You take him life set speed, right? You take him life. You don't just kill him, right? You don't just kill him like that. No wait, you don't kill him. You don't have to kill him. Yeah, because if him come and go into the system, and this is what the people them should have protect him. Because we want to hear everything from Z2. So we want to know all of the demons them run around, the criminals and everything. Because I know too much, you know. So we know, so they want to try to get rid of him. And him talk. You want to hear him talk. See? But you what she go to? Them just kill him. And then this is where she run, disappear news briefing. You know, see why them keep her around, man? You know, see why I'm not listen to her, man? This is Streck 5, I'm not listen to her, man. She had destroyed Jamaica as well. She one of them will do this. You understand? She one of them. Because if the man even get a 6 month in a Canada, what that have to do with who in a Jamaica? For about love life and all kind of thing. This have nothing to do, no crash. I know she can't tell me that what the police them tell her in a Canada. But in a Canada, him they get sentenced for 6 months. Not 10 years. Not for kill people. I do not or him a criminal, him get sentenced. You understand? This are what them come with. You understand? And this no make no sense. Play it back from the top here, so.
Have indicated to me that they have confirmed that Mr. Kevin Smith or Pastor Kevin Smith had been convicted on the 5th of November 2007 of one count of sexual assault of a male victim, and that he served 6 months in prison, and there was also a 2 years discretionary probationary period, as well as probation orders made for some 10 years.
What was the nature of the case against Mr. Smith?
Well, what I would ask you to do is speak to the police on that matter. I think perhaps because Mr. Smith is now deceased, I would prefer to just leave it at one count of sexual assault in respect of a male victim, a 21-year-old male victim.
And what shall read out now? Not to do with Jamaican people. Distraction. But this is what them do to the public all the time. And this may I try to show you. So you're going to a different land, different everything, and this is what shall read out. I want like him do because he have nothing for him clean in a Jamaica otherwise. Then this is what you see. But him call out the whole of them name. See, him never have a charge pan him neither when they kill him. You never have a charge pan him. Distracting. Straight a distraction. See? So this is what them do all the while, but them keep her for 3 more years to continue this kind of bullshit. And here the Prime Minister himself says she's doing a good job to keep them safe. Not care what them do. That's why I say she will leave. She will go at the egg. She know what she'll do. All right. Look, so you hear this. So she'll tell her what Kevin Smith do. 6 months, and about mail, and what have you, and this and that and that. Not let's happen him. Talk to the police. We're not interested to hear this. You know, do not know Jamaica otherwise. You see me I say? So this is what them do, them cover up, them are killer. But them find people, if me it's a death penalty, I won't know. But I want to know, you know, because I want to meet the gallows. And that me I tell you no. And them first to meet the gallows. You understand? Them to go a egg. If it's a firearm squad, at them for there at the front of the line. See? Them for there at the line. You see, they make sure take him out, you know. Because if him come out and come talk some things, you know, say the whole thing is a ship him a wreck, you know. And you will shut your man fling because she'll come and go in our public head. And you have some people, no, that thing do. And I realize, oh, but you never have nothing to say, him pick a packet in a Jamaica. You know, have nothing to say him do this in a Jamaica, nothing at all. We have tell him about him get 6 months in the next country for. And then gone in at some little things. That makes sense to you, people. Deflection. You understand? When she run out and come ask something, deflection. And she know who she want to sink when she want to sink them. And then she protect who she want to protect. Look at Enzinger King. You understand? Different jurisdiction. So but this is because them kill him. So she don't come and say, well, the white van will find out who drive it. And it wasn't a police thing. And no set up. I know them can't prove that to you know. Because them can't prove wrong, you know. You don't notice, you don't know when them do wow, I'm not bury or nothing at all. You notice what them do? Or we sit down and make them do this to it. Or we sit down and listen to Streck 5. And the first time I know with something like that. You are a Ninja Man case, alright, see there? You remember them, all of them use Ninja Man. And when Ninja Man below start the people and do all kind of things and them things, them say, we're going to sink him for a criminal. And send the criminal that foreign. Yeah? Send the criminal that foreign. Sink Ninja Man. When them do it Kentucky kid. She come and talk about and on the scene a boom bam bam. She let the police them. See? So she know what she do. She not good, not DPP, not at all. She all crosses. Them here help mash up Jamaica. This. And she a bid a politics she play, you know. She know. Politics she play, you know. Yes, the real weed can get charged. Can go to prison now. You can't get no case to start up, but you can't catch any gang now and when you look case start with them and run. The film case, you put it up for 2 years before it get a mention. You see? So man sit down and say, as long as me can keep up and keep, you know they see that me, you know, I'll get charged 10 years and enough people dead out and them forget how we just free up in the world. That's why I sit in. Not gonna work. Not work. You understand? Such a charge who she want to charge. I run out with some things, so go in a people. It can't go in our head because I show her say she not good for money. We don't want to hear what she say. Charles Crosses, Streck 5, Ninja Man case.
His son Jamil and Dennis Clayton were found guilty of killing Ricardo Johnson, also known as Trooper. Jurors deliberated for just over 3 hours, and the 5-week trial was closed to the public. And according to the Director of Public Prosecutions, the killing stemmed from a domestic dispute between 2 tenants on premises on Lower Mall Road, Kingston. It's reported that one tenant called her granddaughter, who was the girlfriend of the accused, Dennis Clayton. The other tenant's landlord was referred to as Witness A during the trial. He was said to be dealing with the matter. Clayton spoke to Witness A on March 16, 2009, and there was a fight which Clayton won. He then said he would return with a gun the next day, and that...
So, but that them said they say, but she come and say it because she was circumstantial evidence and said when Ninja Man. Just listen, not talking, just listen.
That's when Ninja Man and his son got involved.
The following morning, on the 17th of March, 2009, Desmond Ballantyne, his son Janelle Ballantyne, and Dennis Clayton returned to the scene. Dennis Clayton returned with some men who had boards and bats, and I believe he...
Because you talk with surety, but if I read it off of the paper. Remember she not there, you know? And she, yes, the common design, she put them, and I talk, I believe. Yes, she said, I believe, with I believe. What is? Just listen now. But you talk with surety, just listen now. Because she want to get rid of them, want to get rid of Ninja too. Hear this.
Returned to the scene. Dennis Clayton returned with some men who had boards and bats, and I believe he had a cutlass.
I believe he have a cutlass. Yeah? I believe he had a cutlass. Okay. That case one time, you know. She not just read it out to the people, but she with every kind of... Okay, just watch this.
Desmond Ballantyne and Janelle Ballantyne were seen just before the shots were fired with guns. There were 2 incidents.
So you just say with guns. First, in the paper, them see one of them with gun, and then they come and them talk and everything, can read it out. Here she said with guns before shot fired. Never seen fire in a shot neither, you know. Listener.
Of shooting with Desmond Ballantyne, where he shot at the Witness A, and then very shortly after, obviously there must have been a chase. He fired through the zinc fence.
Obviously, it must have been a chase. But yes, still in the paper, it said them run that separate direction, but it told them go through and the youth have a machete. When them attack to an friend, have machete, chop off or anything will come to it. So you say a man with a gun, and you got a zinc fence behind the zinc fence. Because a gunman them, you know. They may tell you a gunman them man they too. So them are run, them are gunman. Okay. And you go behind a fence, a zinc fence, have a machete, chop off who come to you. If you see the man with a gun and them fire after you, you go behind the fence and then a chop off a man. And gunshot can come to it. But here the circumstantial evidence was you and send me the man. What you say evidence front of them, Patrick Bailey man dead now most and I know him not get charged. Me not listen to her. Hear this.
There was the pushing by Witness A and Ricardo Johnson.
But in the paper, in the court document to read. So right away she had mislead me again. Because I read the thing, you know, because when it done, you know, them have the transcript and them have. So them say, Witness A, him did one of them there a distance from him friend, but them call Trooper. A Trooper chop a fight and him here bow. But when him look, him see the woman where him a beat up. The grandmother where him did a beat up. For her granddaughter, baby father, in a distance. She never seen Ninja Man them. And I saw, because that in the paper. That will come in the court, because you know it's right out. So she even give me a different version or some shit. But I'm soon show that again.
And Ricardo Johnson got shot.
Yeah, then.
The DPP said the case was tough because it relied on circumstantial evidence, but the prosecutors were able to establish that Ninja Man and the accused acted in common design.
Common design.
It was a difficult case.
Listen.
Circumstantial evidence cases are never easy. There were critical issues of law that the Crown had to make sure that they did their research.
So research them do, and no eyewitness are not at all. Research them do, and the critical and them use that thing there and go around and melt around to grab the people them and grab Ninja with circumstantial evidence. She's a piece of shit. Yeah, man. They are devil this man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Be able to convince the court.
Convince them.
In respect of Dennis Clayton, that there was a case for him to go to the jury.
Yeah.
He was always armed with a machete.
He was always armed with a machete. That means they were not really armed with a gun. So the way you should talk to it, circumstantial evidence. You have to convince them. You have to push the line at them head. You see me I say? Yeah, man. I struck 5 this
had to prove that there was a common design to cause serious bodily harm to Mr. Johnson, and that in pursuance of this common design, all three were culpable.
The accused will be sentenced on December 15, and Ninja Man's attorney, Queen's Counsel Valerie Nita Robertson, declined to address the media.
So this me I tell about she now. That's why I say me not listen to she. Me notice when she played side and side, do it with Kentucky kid. You understand? When she forgot lock up, who she will lock up, she don't lock them up. You understand? And just same keep her around because she do a good job. When that time up from last year, September. Yeah? No good tenor at all. She don't do nothing good. Nothing. Let me play this.
Social media pages have been reacting to the DPP's ruling. Here to help us delve deeper in the ruling is our legal correspondent, Dion Jackson Miller. Dion, let's just get straight into it. People have been dismissing the ruling, questioning how could no one be charged. On what basis, in your opinion, did this ruling turn?
Well, as is her normal habit, generally, the DPP did issue a lengthy ruling. It's about 15 pages. Now, one of the issues is that the
woman, see the girl, and go do Enzinger King, and go do 15 pages ruling. Remember, you know, Enzinger King are the victim, but you angle her like the villain. She never did that tell lie. See the one that's come out, come show you, say she not tell lie. You understand? The guy, them did send the guy go prison, you know. Peter King case. Allow him molest the guy, and the guy tell the way him what him do to him, yeah, man.
It looked at the statements. They took quite a number of statements from other people. Now, if it were just, let's be frank, if it were just Enzinger King and the police, there's so much distrust in relation to the police that I don't think that is something that would be accepted by the public.
So, Enzinger King get her haircut. And when them say, when she come say yes again, you know, say one bag of crap, she come talk again. That's why I carry in a streck 5. See? All right, watch this.
But they have other witnesses. So they have, for instance, Enzinger King's allegations were that her hair was cut and then she was taken to the cell. They have statements from 2 detainees who stated that Miss King came into the cell with shoulder-length locks and that she proceeded over the next 2 days to pull out her own lock.
So, lie again because she alone in her cell. She alone. So the other one who see her, and by the way, you can just sit down and put couple strand in your ear and just pull it out. Just draw them right now. Just hold it and try to dry it out. But just if you have a locks and a pull out strand by strand, you just pop it out of your head. That must be super. I don't know, she must have a high head. Eh? That makes sense to you? When it locks, so that thicker for you, pop it out. And she just put it over 2 days, you know. And then that even make it worse. So why the police are sitting there and watch over 2 days. When she depend on menses, mess up, nah eat no food, nah get no food and nothing at all, and she tell you, I want to keep her around the 2 days. That makes sense? No. But Enzinger King did say, you know, when the woman cut her lock, she get and take up some and she carry it in the cell. You got to hear the matter about them find locks in the cell. And the girl say it. You can go look back on an interview. See? You pull your locks. That you not pull locks. That name cut off. That's why you see the base step on it. You don't see some kind of pull it and remember at night I touch up on the root, you know. Yeah? Strike 5 evil, man. She evil, man. So you try the girl and yes, still the public defender come and say, yes, them two have to chew and that and that and that. To let go the police, this is the other way she get. That's why them keep her around. She for go a long time. Yeah, man. Look at.
And I just wanted to read just briefly. One of those witnesses said, quote, she started to pop out her hair with her hand. She take about 2 days to sit down and pick out all the hair.
So, you don't sit down, but you can't, you know, in her cell with her. And you said she take 2 days. And that means police must see her when she pull, not uno. Because only know in the same cell with her. She alone in her cell because she talk. See? So, and like you can't see in her cell. If she in her cell, because it's a part of her. See? So, oh, you gotta see she sit down and pull out her ear, take 2 days and pull out her ear. I want to take that as statement. Them take that as statement. Really? Eh? That makes sense? Hmm? You can't see said cut from the base, because the base step on it. And then you hear somebody say, she says she trim it. That not trim neither. That cut off with scissors. Because if you trim it, that neat down and maybe you ball it down and that neat. Because she go barber and them that neat it. That cut with scissors. Can't cut in a two. Because she said them cut it, you know, and cut it again. That's why the ears are short. See? So she never did that tell lie. But the public defender come find and say, okay, she that tell the truth. Eh? Them, she should have get fired for this. Eh? Watch her.
Here it was not the police lady that cut off the hair, is she popped them out one by one.
One
and the
by
other
one,
witness
you know.
said the same thing. Over 2 days, she said Miss King took out her own hair. They also have statements from 2 other witnesses who were schoolmates, as the DPP alluded to, schoolmates who said that Miss King told them, each of them separately, that she was the one who had cut their own hair.
So, or she pull it, or she drag it out, and she tell them, say she cut it. She tell me, say them fast, she only tell them her business, she and them not friend. Come and talk to her. See? But this is what Streck 5 do. Wanna kill Kevin because them no want him talk to we, you know. Them no want to hear the truth and all rat them is, you know. How much money I move, how much demon and want with them service. So them say, yo, kill him, get him. Boomba. And then she come and tell you why them send for him. That means she get it from the authority from them, because she work with Andrew. Yeah? We are far man, she no good man. She should have leave long time. You understand? Just look who she offer and look who she not offer. And then you know. You understand? Look how she deal with some cases and just ignore them and I try to throw them away. Yeah? And I look at it and then look who she pressure. Eh? This is not good. This is not DPP. This is garbage. Yeah, man.
In addition, they have some forensic evidence. Again, Ms. King had said her hair was cut before she went into the cell. They have photographs and evidence that there were locks in the vent in the cell in which...
But the girl, when she depend this with the locks, she carried them out of the cell with her, you know. She sell it and see them short there. She said when the woman cut her ear, she bend down. You know what she did, don't it? She said she bend down, she pick up some and she carry it in the cell with her. She answer these things. Look on her area. You know, so I'm not trim like, oh yeah, we have a barber trim that cut off. If she pull out that, it have some pull in the, she can't pull them out. That time I should head, pull them out one and pull off every locks off her head too, you know. Every locks, you know. And remember, I locks them fine, you know. She sit down and pull them out. That's a fool, I'm stupid. He says Streck 5, hey, she forgot, hey, she reach in the egg. Streck 5. You understand? The whole of them are some old criminal them. See? Yeah, man. She tell us that she took up her ear. Yeah, so when if you listen back at thing attack and say she carry it in her cell with her, they must say them fine ear and it belongs to her in the cell. Of course, because she carry it. See, she have them there. So she carry it with her and she have them same way. See there?
Miss King had been staying, had been held, and they tested those locks, and they did find DNA evidence belonging to Miss King.
But she carry them in there, she have them, she did locks them there. The matter about them find it in there, then she not carry it in the cell. She said she took up someone carry it in the cell with her. And this is what the DPP say. Come say, you know, I remember the girl do a video, you know, and say she take them up. And carry it, so she sent for her next scissors, because the first one they dull. Cut it 2 times. And she took up some and carried in her cell. And she carried them out of the cell because I see them there with her. Eh? And you say you find locks in the cell. They know in the cell she go with some of the locks. You saw them for that shit? Eh? All right. Watch out.
The question now arises, if I make a claim, shouldn't the veracity of that claim be tested in the court?
And it's a reasonable question, but I do think we have to realize that Miss King is not the only person in question here. There are 2 police officers who have been accused of assault. The DPP's office has a responsibility to ascertain that they do have a viable case for prosecution before they go ahead and lay charges against 2 people who will then be put on interdiction, who may have part of their salary suspended, who may have their lives affected or ruined in various ways. I can tell you as defense counsel, when you get a file from the prosecution, the first thing you do is sit and you start going through and you make a list of the inconsistencies. And the DPP office has outlined a list of inconsistencies in Mr.
So, oh, she papa, you look on the ear. The one that ear that draw right out. If it pop out, she can't pop out. You can't sit on and pop out even for just do and try pop it out. Me not talk a lot, so we up now, you know. Just try pop it out, so. You hold it and try pop it out. Eh? Just hold a couple of strand on your ear right now and just try dry it. And dry it out. But she sit down and draw a lock, so I knit up. And dry it. I remember that I knit up to the ear root same way, and you can just pop them out, so. And our ear just look like this. That cut off half of the base. Scissors cut off that half of the base. Then you look on it, you know, not shear. Shear that more neat up. Scissors cut it off of the base. See? So this is what she do. And yes, the public defender come find her. Yes, says she not tell the truth. One say, oh, me the pass and see her, and she stand up outside of the car. She tell us she in the car when them spray and she take off her mask. That's why, because her baby in the car. She said she come outside. So me in her car. Me in my car. But you pass and see me outside lean up. That make me outside all the time though. Me I go somewhere that me in the car and you see something I go on and them I take up people. And you say, oh, me see him outside. That me never in the car. Eh? She couldn't pull it and then sit down for 2 days. Yeah, that's up. No, boy, you pull out. If you just want somebody by them that's and dry it, you know what you do to them. Much as you pop out, if it's strong, pop it out. But that is not, just look how the ear look, that is not something pop out. Remember, it's stuck on the ear root them same way too, you know. You understand? Just look on the whole ear. Where she have. You see me I say? The DPP should have go home. I know we don't know who drive the white van. So instead of she come tell who drive the white van, streck 5. Yeah? Instead of you come tell who drive the white van, you come and tell about Kevin Smith, it get 6 months in Canada. Different jurisdiction, different country, different everything. Yeah? Deflection again. Yeah? She run up and down and talk about yes or no, you know, death penalty. We don't want to hear that. We want to know the youth mind and everything. We want to make sure we want to know how him stay and what have you, and him the sound so right and them thing there. You run up and down because you want to play upon people conscience and say boom boom boom, now mash up the place and be a thief and be a sitting and let go your friend them and do all kind of things and rob up the land and do all kind of things to it. We know that. I point you out. You for go home. You for go home. You're not doing no job. You protect criminality. Yeah? You protect the criminal them. That's why them keep you in there. That you do. You understand? So we have to burn her. You understand? So when she went out to them kind of little thing, it not amaze me. You have the time people come talk about boom, boom, boom. Make case go around. She said to the 5 youth them already. I mean, showing her again. See? Showing her again. She said to the 5, she said Clansman and shall see death penalty. See that? 2019. See that? See that?
Do up all little thing them, right?
See
so
that?
this now
Anybody got death
2019. Cause we not do thing the one day, you know. DPP seeking death penalty for alleged gang members accused of beheading mother, daughter in St. Catherine. Okay. So it's that thing where Paula Love run out with. Okay, Director of Public Prosecution, Paula Llewellyn, has said she will be seeking the death penalty at the trial of 5 members of the Clansman gang accused of beheading a woman and her daughter 8 years ago in St. Catherine. Okay. The trial is set to commence on Wednesday. Is that the same trial when we say everybody walk out left now? Decide? Yeah, 2019. Okay.
So, and that's why I say I listen to she a garbage, man. Think me listen to garbage? I listen to garbage, man. She wanna, oh, me I seek death penalty. Not domestic dispute. I seek death penalty. See? Yeah? Them don't even do psychiatric evaluation yet. Now seek death penalty. And then you want people come out and say, yeah, because I'm gonna kill for the power of mind, you know. Yeah. Yeah, kill. But we want to stop something that it not reoccur again. And hopefully, you know, you set up to stop something. It's like, you know, you climb a ladder and you step a pipe because it have grease. and then you don't know, you still go, you drop and block your foot, and then you climb up upon it again, and you step off again and block one of your hand. And you climb again and you block the other hand, and block some ribs or something. Because you know seek to deal with the solution. You understand? You know seek to deal with you never see the problem much as to deal with the solution. You see what I say? Because appear this, them go on with, and then you find out and the first shot about seat death penalty. So we don't want to hear from our about seat, nothing at all. We just want justice prevail. Make sure the right person, if I him face him judgment, make sure him in a sound mind and everything, because in a sound. We need to make sure him face that too. You understand? Because in the first we see this. I don't business. Because some people might have looked on this and say boom bam bam. You understand? And then them just run out with when them want to run out with. I don't stay so. You understand? Make sure you do the right things. When they send when ninja man pan think the evidence when I make no sense. And says the art case, but you have to study it to convince the jury. And then like have a close cut case to say, hey, yeah, him do this. However, eyewitness to say him do this. A one man. And one man a criminal. And them give the criminal a different life to go live. Him and them dirty thinking criminal friend. And you said ninja man go to prison. See? With a man. Because you never see him shoot through no fence. And me I say if you did see him with a gun and you run through the fence, because you're a bad boy. I'm gonna ask the one right dead and him friend. I'm a bad boy. Because them him come and go in a war, Because the whole I think them today. You about him too, man. You them thing, a bad boy. So I'm not like afraid of them. And you tell them, say, you give them gunshot, by the way. You understand? So you run through a fence. And if you see a man with a gun, you continue running. Take 2 more fence, tear down and go back for your gun and do something. You know, I go stay behind a fence and a chop. Anything come out. If a baby creep and die to chop it. And then the guy say me, bow! Then him see him fence ball out. Can friend about my shit in a beer chopping my chopping. Domestic dispute, right? And then he never seen ninja and him son. He say him see the guy in the far distance. So, but them two them say, okay, them that part the day before come and design. Then she come and put it up. Come and design. But when you have a liar friend where man, nobody breaking them house. When I call doctor, make doctor look about him. The other day a man did up there, so when we look them I call sister. For what? Enough people live in the yard, we go up at the yard. And a sister yard, them just got the judgment yard, but the amount of house and thing in that place. It's like a little community. Why calling sister phone? That makes sense? Then you not put out bogus thing about sister bodyguard. But what kind of bodyguard? What kind of foolishness that? Police don't know why one up there someone, but this is what them do. So in a yard, not in a female house, but a man dead in a Patrick Bailey house. And una say una don't have no suspect. No breaking in a people, but no suspect. Patrick won the house. Police see your car park and find illegal gun in it or something. You can't tell them nothing. Yeah? Because you will get charged. Them come to your yard and them find a gun. Them charge you in the yard. But Patrick Bailey, a man dead in him house. Him see the man alive. Man, the last man see the man alive. The door lock and everything. And she not charge him. Them friend. But remember, Patrick Bailey, I think the liar, Remember him set up the account, the man thing. When you watch it, though, right? We St. Lucia set up the order the account, the man do them thing, they see? So Patrick, so Patrick, Angela, from a long time. So him not get charged, him just go and live. Him not face the gallows, right? You see what I say? Him not face it. We not put up to slackness. Them can't go nowhere, So when them talk and thing, we not endorse them foolishness. We're not doing it. You mad? We not do that. We're not stupid. We think that's just foolishness. Them kill Kevin because them know we know nothing at all. And I know it can't be a 9-day boy that we know hold her accountable. She not do nothing good. Nothing right. Nothing right. You understand? I look back and I see when Montague in 2016 they talk about bring back Engin. Like somebody that afraid of Engin. So if man are dead right now, 20 year man go dead back. When I'm afraid of Engin, I'm going to take you 40, 50 years. That makes sense? You understand? It don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. You see? It just can't make no sense. It don't make no sense whatsoever. See? Me see this with Montague. And me see thing they talk about it. Look on this.
To our next story where me just see it. It's talk back to most 2016.
2016.
Right? So me see hanging no minister. Goaling one a backlash from international development partners. Yeah? Goaling. No violent crime in Jamaica has several root causes. Violent crime in Jamaica has several root causes, right? The opposition yesterday broke cold water and National Security Minister Robert Montague announcement that he is contemplating the resumption of hanging in Jamaica, arguing that the death penalty does not act as a deterrent to murder.
No. So when you come and tell a man it's a death penalty, what that do? We never know what Kevin Berry. This is what them do. We watch a state do some Nazism and I do some communism kind of style. They catch a man, they bury him. Nobody don't know when bury. We don't know what them do with him body and do all kind of little things. It's bad. You understand? No, them tell it to a long time. I don't think Singapore have that. No, them tell them. I play with the man where him say, you know, from them lock up one man there and him never we in corruption. You have more zero corruption. Cause them lock from the top. Them lock you up. You okay, you're big. Them lock you up. You understand? So them lock you up. Get rid of that and you just keep it clean. You understand? You have to put away some things if you want the thing to be up. And we still ask about Kevin, but that will show you the kind of cover up, you know. If you have a white van slamming at another part upon the right hand side, wait to know it couldn't come and slam. So it like it, them know, and them say just drive this because them know what time and everything time out. And how to slam it, catch him right in a film side and dent it. You see? Not on the left hand side, on the right hand side, must have come from the other part, you know, and ram it in. See? So you get rid of Kevin, a man we never charge. So you never have no charge against him. Was a free man. You just have him, transport him like a prisoner. You can't transport him like a prisoner when him not charge. If you even have him as a suspect, you have to charge him. If you have a transport, and then she come up on the next thing and say, oh, we don't transport him for him get charged. But we have everyone, we have everything down them should I get charged. Them disappear, them have him there because them don't want listen. I'll be either thing the people them go on with, you know. I'll be either thing them go on with, you know. You have to hold them accountable like them own Jamaica, like them can't do anything and get over, but I keep this alive because let me tell you this. We are one of them are the human rights activists where I say, uno must have on the day in a court, uno must. You understand? Uno must. So she did it to protect who she protect and fling where she wants, fling where. You see me I say? Yeah. So that is it. So what will happen next if him get a death penalty? Yeah. So that is it, Novia. So when you give him a death penalty, like what she want to do is it name deflection. So you come and say, oh, give him a death penalty and people here that they must play it in a court neither. So you run out because you want it play upon people's conscience. You know, yeah. You run out, okay, death penalty. See? Yeah, man, because if we use and start talk about class and things, look what them send me ninja man. Build some place and help some old people and them things that she get rid of him. See? Look how them rob up. Look how them rob up the same youth, them money, if them just get the education and she them rob it. Real read. Alright. The first time Andrew turned education minister in 2007. Who was him advisor? Real read. Them have a program that show you how the thing them set up and how they move money. Them have fraud bank accounts. But that's to them. Set up by the same liar guy. Remember I told you and show you because it trace. Because I watch it pan degrees or what name. Right? And it trace to them. So them have bank account where the money put in there. But anything under like 1.5 million, you know, say it not go through a board or nothing at all. So them have around 6 accounts. So you can move like $9 million at a time. Eh? From Ministry of Education. But it reach back to them. So him as a teacher, as a principal, you can be the money advisor. You know, just get up and do something unless you see something wrong. You try it and it fail you. See? You see, say it run and it work and who them use because them that use different bank account and everything. You try it and use your own helper woman there and the month she will get 30,000. Remember, she come and come talk. Remember the driver talk, you know. And we alone, you know. Say, remember them attack, you know. And them come give them statement because them no one gonna prison now. So listen, me not do this, you know. Them can go open account, man, wife, and who. Them take them keep the account. Them gonna put it on my name. Me sign when I draw over $1 million, then give me 30,000. That woman say. It is there on record. But yes, still a man him can't get a day in a court all now. Up to the day. They might try to throw it out because the judge know them. Go school with them. You might have heard about him go school with them. School. Man a big man, you can't go school with me and you rob this. So if me follow that, then you don't know. You don't know everybody, you don't know more judge and you don't know even the prosecutor. You don't know them because you're a minister, you don't know them, they don't know you. So if you follow what you say that me, you don't throw it everybody, we nobody try you then. And that's when I try and we going to get the people alone in the trample. So she is more like she did that secure these people because he was the prime minister lawyer at one time. You understand? So that a Patrick Bailey secure him can't go away. See? Secure real weed too. Because him and just way you know me and him good so we can I'm here Chuck. This is not the way you go. Him I deal with the justice ministry. Him a justice minister. A justice minister come out with like that in that to resign. Go Andrew do him nobody at all now to resign and the film watch. I know him not tell you him house bill neither and some people have to leave it. A bad man and a bad man all get up people want to have big house. So someone shout, let me take you. When we can get big house, I get some money, I remember scam feet then. A young people time, so I scan feet and a young people time and buy some big house and some big car. Then they want to say, a scammer. Jamaican government and the private sector the biggest scammer, man. Be a fake things themselves, people, man. And then when they make people take over our country. And by the way, people, they say we continue this gun culture where we kill each other. Definitely Chinese are take over our country because they are multiplying. They have a couple hundred thousand our place already. Pass over 200,000 already. Pass 250,000. See? You see me I say? Pass it. See? And they might get everything. You see, notice they might position themselves. And they might get harassed. A matter of fact, if you look in our paper, I'm going to carry this, you know. Where Owen Ellington in, I think, 2008, 2000 when. I have it on this. I do that differently. But Owen Ellington, I say, he might make a walk out and tell the Chinese promise them, say, we are protect you. We are protect the whole of you. Ellington, you have to do it, you know. I do it. I have to do it later. You know, protect the Chinese. Walk downtown and tell them, say, well, yeah, man, we are protect you, man, you're no good. Kill off one Jamaican. Both slave man, sell out man. Me want to see the youth them right man, but nobody. If you buck your toe, as I can get to youth, and have nobody for correct you for us. You condemn for life. Like the youth where the judge get fired. 30,000 I go buy your food and them thing there. Him they get a little baby charge. And I like real with them. You see? And a matter of fact, him no go to jail. And him buy a little food and you get rid of him. Although him say him turn him life around as a little youth, he might have, you know, a little stolen business, little thing. I notice him no go to jail or nothing. See? And you rather him fire and go home and go bust gun. I must say, boy, I turn my life around, I do this and do that. Nobody no want to hear him. You saw one wicked. For your name calling a one thing, you know, you condemn for life. Not politician. If you condemn, you have to condemn the politician then. Them are shit. Streck 5 are shit too. Yeah. Yeah, man. She to go home. She need to go home. See? Just look what she do. She protect. When you see a minister and him do him get charged. And matter of fact, don't go that him go do back the same thing again. And the line minister now in a Enzinger knows I say Babsy to collect money from them. Him a part it again, you know. So him do it 2 times. 2 times. Collect 100,000. Remember, you know, people pay 200,000 per month, so you know, so them not have the money. You want them to say a lot of people, sir. And just say, you have to leave them, because you have for them thing or them do things now. Them not believe in a reason with you, you know. Them believe in a harsh punishment. Not for themselves, you know, but for the poor and needy. See? So them believe, and this is about the police, them have an inhabit. Okay. If a man a drive this up, no make him go for him license now. If him not have him license, charge him. And you write up and I put more than the government coppers, but you don't get paid. Because they don't want thieves. The man them come up with the idea that them don't know for run, them don't know for do policing. Seem like how you can police your house, you can do better policing than them. Because your house are running, you know. You can manage your house, and you can manage it properly, you can run a country. Because them can run a country good. Them a line them pocket, them a criminal. See me I say? You see me I say? You understand? So these are the things that we are talking about. You understand? But no. Me never go around this because tell me one now. You see, in a Durval, in a country like in a Europe and them thing, that them remove these things. Cause that no make certain things no make no sense. You understand? Certain things don't make no sense. You know want to take a dictator country. Go that way, they make sure you set up your country first. Cause you say if you set up that, if you come with that now where you know people underprivileged now have nothing on them thing, then when you look at kill a bag of people. Remember, you know, them starve you, them cut off your lifeline. It's like you're at war, then cut off your food, they don't have no work, so you can't earn. Remember, even Andrew himself said. So even now earning, you have no money. You're in poverty. So you have move to do something, you hustle, it not work. You have to try to do local jobs, do local something, you can't have a bank account or nothing. So what them do, them sit on a classism, man. So them destroy you. So not care what you do now. Everybody, them that just kill up a bag of people. And then nobody now make you sit down and say you kill them. Because them have guns. So if they do that now, man and man, might just link up and say, I could just start run over some things. Civil war. Yeah, man. If you try that in Jamaica, civil war, man, I even ask somebody, man. Can you do that and you run up and down when you look at some place of a lockdown? You can't come boy, you come and you can't put no mark on yourself. And say me this and me I come to you because this and that the place of a lockdown. So you find out, so you have to turn, when I did, if them not stop the foolishness, they have to turn the youth against. The youth, if the youth, they have a team up because you have more youth than what them say police and them thing there. You know? Then now say, I just shoot youth and now sense right now. Them to stop the foolishness. See? So when you pressure people, what you think will happen? Eh? They might realize, say, hey, I know what's up if you get with that, you know. Then what will happen after that? Eh? Stop, you continue to violate them. And them have weapons and all kind of things and make them hungry and try to do all kind of things to them. And you can see what happen. Because when I go and eat that, it will end up in a civil war one at a time. One at a time, it now go pretty. Because you have some youth that just get militant and just get mad. We have some mastermind and say, but you know, say, foolish is what I do. Yo, what will I have yourself? And then it end up like the facts and them all kind of things. What want to do after that? Eh? They have to know what they do, man. You see me I say? No, you see, you can't, remember in Singapore, you know, they make sure them take care of them kids, them youth have to go to school, they make sure people are worth them money and everything. So if you did that stay that way, you know, you could have said boom bam because most people now commit crime. And that's what you do. I deter them, you know. Oh, you set the things from the 60s. See the man there, you know. So if you set it, no care what you bring in, people now look at it because the youth, them have to live. Everybody will live, them have to go to school, them have to set the right thing, them have to have the education have to up, health system have to up and the thing them have to up. But you can't have nothing up. And then you bring in draconian laws. Then it won't work. You understand? So you have things where if you bring it in, look here, hear this. I'm from the 60s. Hear what the man has said. Listen this. Listen this. This will matter.
Long time. That if you want to, in a sense, eliminate corruption in a society, and we all want to eliminate corruption in a society, the most effective way to do it is to make sure you don't punish people at the bottom, you punish people at the top. I'll tell you one story. In the 1960s, when Singapore was a very poor country then, our per capita income was 500. A government minister was invited by a businessman to go on holiday. Just on holiday. No bride. He and his family went on holiday with a businessman. He came back, he was arrested, charged, went to jail. After that, no more corruption. because it's very powerful signal that is sent when you go after someone at the top. So Singapore's experience, and it's actually quite remarkable how you have almost zero corruption in Singapore, is because we decided that the example must come from the top.
All right, so if you just set them example here, if you set them example here, make sure you have proper health system, education system, everything. That means you don't put kids. Check Singapore if them put the kids and old people last. Check them and them work status and check everything about them. Just check the whole of these things in a Singapore. You understand? Just check the whole of these things in a Singapore and see if they no up. You understand? You see me I say? No, sir. No, sir. You don't believe in a death penalty. They may believe in a death penalty, then no people out of the government and a politician them for dead long time, man. Eh? And we streck them doing them thing that them not for go on to, man. You see me I say? The whole of them not for go on, man. You see me I say? Can't enough of them. Hey, no, remember them not innocent, you know. See? Them not innocent. But let me tell you this. Death is a quick way out. Right? You see, if you give them like the real punishment, where a man knows say, hey, you don't have no wife. See, that man can't stay in the same thing, have no wife, and have no more kid. 100 or 200 days you get, you know. See? 200 days, you know, come out. Okay, you're still dead. You're dead. You get 100 days. Remember, you know, you're 20, you're 40, you're 50, you live to 200, you're dead. But the punishment where you get behind that, some man no want, some man, a matter of fact, some man rather ring themselves in that. The first so much years and them thing, them not, you understand? Death penalty no work. It can't work. It can't work, man. Death penalty for work. That can't work. Death penalty no kill nobody. Remember, you know, you have people where them just kill you. You're dead already. And the killing we want to stop. What death penalty can work? You know, like Jamaica, it don't make no sense. You understand? You're going to move up for some little youth and then time them get mad, they start a civil war. And when them come to you, all right, a man hungry, have a rifle and them thing, them come to you. You think he might come rob you? You talk about death penalty. You think if you know the police catch him, they might give him death penalty. When they might start bomb up station now. You understand? When you come now, you kill him dead, so he might kill you, you know. So you get, let me tell you this, it can go both ways. You have to think. So what you do, you cause more death. And me, I'm in a Pandaland more than anything else. We want done with that. We want stop the bleeding. We want ambulances. We want jobs. We want all kind of things. We want good education. We want people can live and survive. And neighborhood watches and all kind of things. And respect back to the elders and them things. And we can live back with the thing. You understand what about survival now? Because none of them are there and turn with that stone, you know. And when someone has said them a bad boy police or them a bad boy, or them a this and that, like Len put out the book the other day, it don't make no sense to me. Bad boy police. Them don't make no sense to me. See? That don't make no sense. So you also okay on the state and the state to go do this. You just make some people just come out and just go on even wickeder. If a man a move there, same brother just knock you, you know, and knock everything out of the way, you know. Yeah. And then when them start do that now, then you have too much dead body figure people. Can not make you just hold him like that and kill him. You see me I say? When them are raid with no mercy now. Carnage. Make them try it now, you know, see them, you know, all right. Them used to have it done in Mexico. Them have it in Mexico, don't. You see what them do in Mexico? Be a corruption and be a sitting and them people, they no ramp, none at all. You see? Get out of hand. You understand? So you have a country like that, you don't want to talk about no more death. You want to correct the thing, them. You want to get in a people mind now. You want to them stop the killing too, but we want to create employment for them, legal employment and everything. We want them have a sense of being, you know, Jamaican, feel fully Jamaican and yeah, work and everything I work and right. You see me I say? You see me I say? They make them in a position. If you do that, you have to first death penalty, you have to run a war, thief up their resources and things, make it sure that the people them can't get it. So death penalty to them first. And then you know maybe you don't have nobody left in the government. And you don't have nobody in the DPP. Yeah, well, maybe one and two of them might have left. And in the justice system, because the one of them that for face, enough of them that for face death penalty. So enough things with them I do, enough of them liars and all kind of things. And I'm a joke me I make. It's serious. You see? Yeah, man. So I don't follow what them I say when people are dead and people tell a liar, people come back and kill you, and them let you go and then come back and kill the same way. We want the killing to stop. You see me I say? Yeah, man, we need it to stop, man. You see me I say? So we need it to stop. No man, so you see, when I tell them now, you see, you're gonna go out for one thing, but you show me something. And if you get the real, can me get the real story of that, you know? Me get the real story of that, you know? Saying, me just talk about it, guys. Me have the person to come talk, to make them talk. Saying, because we know about some setting up where they're going with that same F-16, with police from Constant Spring, and with the DPP too, with corruption. Saying, I tell you something. That's the person to come talk. That's why I'm not going the full story. See? Story bigger than how enough people make it turn out to be what they want. Be a corruption and be a sitting. I have police up there, so I know by name too. I be a corruption they go on in that case there. And the DPP corrupted. Same DPP. Tell me, I tell you. See? You know, I like get to the root of things. But you more of the people them come talk themselves. I never get the person to come talk himself. That's why. See? Can I talk to people on the ground too, you know? I talk to all the man that cook the soup, you know? See? Yeah, that may I tell you, man. My thing deep, and I know about the corruptedness with the police too, and the money where they run and all kind of little things, and some of that little things. But we just leave it until, you know, anytime the brethren feel like to come talk, if you call me and talk one day, it's a fight, no. See? That's why I believe in what them attacks, because them set up people all the time. You understand? Them set up people all the time. And everybody run with something, and it look real. On a piece of real, and that's how it going. You have to dig down that things, because them set things like what them that set up Kevin. You understand? Yeah, like what them that set up Kevin. And them get rid of him, and then that show you what him doing in the next country. You know, so straight set up that. Them are going in your psyche. Them are going in your mind. You see me I say? Yeah, man. You see me I say? So them are going in your mind, so you have to know all these things. You understand? Jamaica rotten. If you put them, man, some of them, for them politicians that for face the death penalty, them first. And not for the man them and the so-called man them in a private sector and them. What? You have frightened Jamaica, it empty out. It empty out. But them have to look somebody for put some blame pan and swing and deflect, you know. You have to be careful of that. You have to keep it real, you know. Me there, yeah? Lonesome. I am up. Later, I'm up. But we not believe in some little foolishness where them believe in. I believe in I want to get in people mind. I want to know why this happened. That I will put in something in place so it not happen again. And we can catch some things before it happen. You understand? We have to do it like that because we see like when the feds them do things, them build case over certain things, you know. And me see that case from me I watched last night, right? Where the guy think him that get to, but him not get to. Him rape the girl and do all kind of little things. And them have him a court. Him stifle himself, him kill himself in a prison. And then them find out him this kill and do a next killing him. Then go way back in and show them body, you know. I'm saying? And not him, you know. But him kill himself and the people them sad because them say, yo, no man, we didn't want to hear the word of this from him and we didn't want him go through the process, but him no want that. Him take the easy way out. Them call it the easy way out. Them better kill himself more than give him a chat. You see? Yeah, man. But them want to document these things and get certain good things and can build certain cases and can move to certain things and know about how to profile certain things, you know? See me I say? We not have that. We not have the capability there because the only thing the pan for them mind are killing them. Kill. But we are dead one day, man. Just be a kill upon them mind. So they keep it real, you know? You want some, I'm up here. Bless. Up.